Christopher. I am having a wonderful time. You mean a lot to me. And I'm glad that you're having a blast. I am so out of breath.
Hey everybody, it's me, Neeks, with another Watts video. Another with the collect calls for the collection. The second video in my playlist, Watts Corrections. We're making links, we're making connections in the family calls. Calling home to your ma's and your pa's. New bracelets, you've broken the laws. LOL, LOL. Okay, so in my last video, I became aware that there's a lot of people that have not heard the collect calls yet. I was trying to point out a specific thing about the collect calls that I played in that episode. I was made aware that a lot of my viewers have never even heard the collect calls, so of course I had to clean them all up and now play them for you, and of course expand on a few things that I want to talk about from those conversations.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from Weld County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. If you would like to thank you for using Securus, you may start the conversation now.
What up? What's up? Ooh, outside cooking the turkey. You're outside cooking the turkey? Huh? Said you're outside? Well, we're deep frying it in a thing. That's what me and Robert was outside. Get inside where your mama knows that. Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. Hang on just a sec. Oh, ready then. What's that, dogs? It's a little easier to connect this time, huh? Get down. Hang on. Whatever, turn it there. Oh my God. Hang on. Yes.
Chris!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, hon! Oh my God, we're so happy to hear from you.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. We love you. We believe you. Chris, I love you. I love you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
And no matter what, we believe you and we want you to fight. No matter what. If a lawyer comes up to you, take it. Take it. Okay, we'll slow down. We'll slow down. I know we only got a few minutes. I know. We just want to get everything we need to get out to you.
This is Joanne. I love you and I believe in you wholehearted.
We all do. And you were railroaded. Oh my goodness. We love you. We love you, Chris. We love you.
Love you too.
We love you more than anything.
We're all right.
Okay?
We're all right here.
We're right here, and don't you give up.
I got to calm your mother down a little bit.
Okay. No, you do. Hey.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm trying to get. I know you're on speaker, but we love you so much, and we just want you to. This is not the end of your story. I believe so much. So please do whatever you need to do to find your voice, and just do what you need to do. Okay.
Okay.
We love you so very much. And I love you no matter what. Either way, I love you no matter what. Okay? All right, I'm going to let you talk to Mom and Dad, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey.
Hey.
Don't give up, please. Do you promise me?
I know. I'm staying strong. Don't worry.
You have to. You have to, because there is so much support out there for you. No one told you. Did you ever get our letters?
I just got it today.
Today. Of all days, you got it today. Unbelievable.
I did what? Keep picking out.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, it's the thing, whenever you send letters, you have to screen them, and they have to, all that kind of stuff, because people send, contraband through, the mail. So they got to screen them, and I think people even got so, even so sneaky that they were putting, drugs behind stamps, so they got to make sure everything's kosher before
there was nothing there, Chris. There was nothing there, but we didn't send anything back. We didn't send you anything.
I thought that, you know, when you didn't call us, I said, you know, you just didn't want to talk to us. And, you know, I had to do everything I had to do to get in there to talk to you. I did whatever I had to do to talk to you. I listened to whatever they had to say to me. But honey, I never believed it, any of it.
Just know that your mama.
Your mama's been fighting for you. I have been on Channel 7, Channel 9 in Denver, the Denver Post, everybody.
All right, now let him talk. Let him talk so we can hear him. Okay. All right, we want to hear your voice. We just want to hear your voice.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's yeah, I've read all the stuff in the paper, so.
Have you?
There is so much out there, and there is so much support out there. You don't know how much support is out there for you.
They released some 2,000 pages of everything during the whole investigation. Everything. A lot of it's.
They had nothing.
They had nothing. A whole lot to go on. They had the theory. That's all they had.
That's all they had was a theory.
Yeah,
they had nothing.
All that stuff from the other woman. So.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, they have.
It doesn't matter.
That actually, what they released actually helped with that. So.
Yes, it did. Yes. What she said and what they pulled off your phone was good.
Chris,
it was totally different.
Let somebody come talk to you.
Yes,
that's
all we wanted.
That's all we want is somebody. Let a lawyer come talk to you. Request one. Chris,
request one. Someone is going to come and talk to you.
Yeah.
He's got to okay it, doesn't he?
He's got to okay it.
You have got to okay it. We can't do anything without you okaying it.
Our hands are tied on it, and we support you 100%.
You're going to get out of there.
It's, you know, it's, I don't know how, I think these are like 10-minute calls or 5-minute calls. I'm not sure, but they'll tell me when I have 1 minute left. But, it's, how much time do I have on that?
You just keep calling us, and I don't know what happened to the $50.
Let him talk.
Let him talk.
No, I was just seeing how much time I had on my hour out still. But,
no, we put $50 on a card, and now there's no $50 there.
Doesn't matter. That don't matter. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
All right, Chris, talk.
How did Dill's gymnastic competition go?
Oh, don't worry about that right now. She did good. She got lots of medals. She fell off the balance beam, but she got back up and she kept going. Okay, but we just want to hear about you.
Want to hear about you.
I know. I was just curious. You know, I guess the last time I got to talk to you guys, so I was just curious.
You're gonna make me cry today, so don't do that. We've been waiting. We've been waiting
for you
to call.
And Amy still got contact with Amy. Trust me.
Amy still got contact with me. Okay.
Yeah, but not with us.
She told me.
She
told me she was able to that you texted her and she was able to respond to you and everything.
Yeah, she was able to contact Jamie, but she can't contact us because, I mean, we just went on that victims thing just so we could
just so they could talk to you.
So we could talk to you.
Oh, I know it's a legal thing though. Like, you know, whenever like somebody.
Yeah. Yes.
They're barred from doing that.
I know.
Like anything. They can't really do anything with that.
Okay.
Like,
they say when they go to
somebody's like represented by a lawyer, like, and when they have a client, like they can't, you know, say what they talk to me about too, since you have another.
Yeah. I know.
Law. So.
You know when they're going to move you to the evaluation center?
So I mean, it could be tomorrow. It could be Monday. It could be 2 weeks from now. I mean, they never tell you. They just like kind of show up and say like, go show up. They just kind of take you.
Will you be able to stay in contact with us?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be we're this evaluation center. I'm not sure like how their operation is there, but like I'm sure I'll be able to get time out and find a phone somewhere. Just tell you I'm right and where I'm at.
Yeah. And I just know all them.
Something.
Oh yeah.
So, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I think it's like over by the airport. This evaluation center. So.
Okay.
Chris, will you consider fighting? Will you consider it?
I'm gonna stay strong. You know, I'm not losing any faith. Trusting I got my Bible with me, and that's I read a lot of it each night, and if I get down, you know, it seems like the next verse is kind of like waiting for me to read. So.
Well, please consider fighting. Please consider it.
A lot of people after that, all them 2,000 papers come out today.
They had nothing.
A lot of people was questioning a lot of things about this case.
Yes.
Questioning a whole lot.
Yes.
I know, I'm not sure, like, why they released it, but they released it, and I was, being in here, I was told what was in it, and I was just like, well, maybe they were just, I don't know why they released it, but.
Honey, they had nothing.
Yes, honey.
They had nothing.
Nothing.
They had a theory, that's all they
They had a theory, and that's it.
They didn't have a whole lot to prove it.
I wish we could have talked to you these last 3 months.
I know. I wish you would have called us.
But he couldn't.
I know
they wouldn't let him.
They wouldn't let you, but you don't do everything everybody tells you to do. You have to go with your gut.
It's just
You got to go with what you feel is right.
If I would have called and like while everything was going on, all these calls go straight to the district attorney.
Oh, I know. Yeah. We know that.
All we wanted to do was say we love you, support you, fight.
I know.
That's all. That's it.
It's just a matter of like the DA. The district attorney. They were watching me like a hawk. Every letter I got, even if it was from some crazy person or if it was from someone that I knew, like it was scanned and it was sent over to the DA like before I even got it.
I know. We just want you to know we're behind you.
Yes,
and that we support you.
We support you 100%. We know what she was like. Okay, we just love you, and they can record all they want.
I know, but just remember, like she was a wonderful woman too. Okay.
We know that.
I don't want the lasting memory of anybody to be like, something that was.
No, none of it.
So sweet.
None of it. None of it should have happened. None of it happened. None of it. Okay. We love you.
I don't want anybody's memory being negative because she was wonderful.
No, it's not, honey.
You are so sweet. I understand.
It's not. But we just don't want your last. We don't want you to be forgotten in this either.
No.
We're fighting for you.
You have 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
All right, we got 1 minute left. So
we are fighting for you. That's all we care about right now.
Talk to us.
How's Thanksgiving going
We just
so far?
want to hear your voice.
How's the Thanksgiving going so far?
Well, we're just cooking.
It's cooking, and it's so good to hear your voice.
It doesn't matter about anything else.
Nothing matters.
You don't know how happy your mother and your sister were last night when we got started.
Oh my gosh! I finally went to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep. I've worried so much about you, and God, you just don't know how much you're loved. You just don't.
You might have had happy tears for a change.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was
so happy.
I can only have my hour out each day, so it's kind of like where I'm kind of forced to, if I'm going to call it, like.
Oh, and Sigrid said to tell you, I love you, I support you. Mark says, I love you, I support you. Kim Kaufman, she has been an advocate for you. She says, I love you, support you. There are so many people out here that just love you and support you, Chris. I can't even tell you how many, all around the world.
Thousands.
Yeah,
so many people.
I've gotten a few letters from friends, so it's been good.
You've touched. Bobby Sparks actually reached out to me too. Between JP and Bobby Sparks, they both reached out. They love you. They support you. Everybody, no matter what, it doesn't matter. But they love you, support you.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know.
And
that.
we know the truth.
I'm glad those people, there's still have friends out there. That's good.
Yes. Yes.
You got a lot of people that care about you out there, buddy.
Yes.
So many people.
What are they serving you today? Is it anything good?
Oh yeah, it was lunch was great. It was
really?
Yeah, they had turkey.
Oh wow, cool.
Do you have money on your commissary still?
Was it? I've used it all just because I didn't know how much I was gonna Like, I know I
Good.
can't transfer it, and I knew
Use
that.
it. Yeah, use it all.
Use it all much longer. So,
We'll refill it when you get to the next place.
Yeah, whenever you have to let us know what to do, though.
I think it's even easier than this one because I think Amy was telling me that, like, you just kind of go, like, Colorado, DOC, and it kind of tells you in my name, and then it kind of, you can set up a phone account, and you can do all kinds of stuff, like, once they figure out where they're going to put me.
Once you get wherever you're going, let us know what you can have in there so we can send it to you.
Yeah, because I wanna send you a book every month, and there's a lot I want to do. So just let me know what we can do and what we can't do.
Okay, yeah, they'll tell me what I can have with me and what I can't. So.
I know, but will you fight?
I'm gonna stay strong. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Well, we know you're not going. We know that part, but
we want you to
will you fight this?
Well, but are you willing to talk to an attorney? If we get one set up.
If we can get one set up to come see you, will you talk to them?
I mean,
they hurt to talk to them.
I'm probably not going to be here much longer.
I know that. But when you go to your next place,
I just want to see where I'm going to go. Maybe I'll go somewhere. I mean, I might stay in Colorado. I might go somewhere else. I don't know. So it just kind of depends on where they want to put me.
Mm-hmm. So just think about it, okay?
Will you think about it?
I just want to get through these. It's the last, 2 weeks has been pretty rough. So it's just kind of like I just want to.
Okay. Just gotta give him time.
I know.
It's a lot.
Just gotta give him time to get situated and get his mindset.
We love you, though.
We love you no matter what. I love you so much.
I know. I just want everybody's last memory to be happy ones of everybody,
Yeah.
They are. They are, honey. You don't have to worry about that.
No, you don't.
Everybody, we all have happy memories to look back on. We just,
Just stay strong.
Yes, we want you to stay strong. And
I don't understand, though, why you didn't want to fight.
But, yeah. Got over the phone.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know.
We know that,
I
honey.
know.
We know that.
I know.
When you get where you're going, we'll come see you.
Yeah, we'll come see you. But if anyone comes to see you after you're settled, do not turn them away.
I know.
Okay?
Promise?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Next question is: you watching any football today? On the lighter side.
Yeah. Let's go on the
No,
lighter
I
side.
haven't been in that same place where I talked to you last time, so I haven't seen it for a while.
Where are you at now?
They just moved me around here. So.
You keep moving around in there.
Oh,
So
God.
you have access to no TV today?
Oh no, I haven't. Not since I talked to you guys.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, well.
Door open. Sorry, it's Connor in a little bit. Damn ass dog.
A little bit, and then we got a boxer. They want to fight. A little bit wants to fight. He has no idea what he's doing.
Chris, me and Robert are buying a new house.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're moving over there by Grace Creek.
In Grace Creek, we figured it was bite the bullet and do it now. We just found the perfect house. It's built in 1978. It's an older house, but it has 4 acres and it's right behind the ballpark. And we figured, why not? Life is short.
There we go. That's awesome.
So we're gonna just put this house up and see what happens. And I just have faith. Chris, I have more faith now than I ever did before.
Me too.
I think we've all found God, and then, if there's any.
And your dad even got baptized.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you.
You're the only one that could have done that.
You brought us all. You brought us all closer
To God.
and that was because of you.
All because of you.
That's the saving grace with all this,
Yes, it is. It's a saving grace with all of this.
Yeah.
Is that He loves us and He forgives us and He loves us and
Anything's possible.
anything is possible.
I know.
There's a mountain to climb.
Yep.
And you got to climb that mountain.
And he'll get you there.
Yep.
And He will get you there.
Sure. That's everything I've been reading. All that. Everything you guys have said. So it's I read something different. Or maybe I read the same one every night, but I'll just pick a book and just read it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've read it cover to cover twice yet, but I'm probably getting close.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, son. We love you so much.
Yes, we do.
You are in our hearts and prayers, and you're in our thoughts every
day. Every day.
Every day.
Every minute of every day.
When I get on the road to go see my patient, like, I listen to Christian contemporary music, and I just think of you the entire time, the whole time. You know, and it's uplifting. So you've brought us all so much closer to God.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping, like, everybody would, kind of renew their faith and everything, and because I have, trust me.
Good.
Yes.
I believe you have.
That's so good to hear your voice.
It's so good to hear your voice.
You've made our Thanksgiving, honey.
Yeah.
So much better.
And I'm sorry we're all talking over each other.
I know.
We just all want to talk to you.
I'm excited because we haven't been able to talk to you in so long.
No, it's being able to call you guys twice, 2 days in a row, feels a little different.
Yeah, it does.
I know.
Yes.
You call us every day. We'll have money on that card whenever you get to the next place. Just keep calling us because Ronnie put, your dad put $25 on the card. We had $50 on the card, but we don't know what happened to it. It's gone.
And you can call me anytime. I'll grab a card. Okay? 7185. Remember? 7185.
Yep. I remember that one. Same one just like me. I've got the phone numbers forever.
Yeah, you got a memory on you, ain't no doubt about
I
that.
know.
Yes, you do. You're not going to forget.
No. We are here. We are here for you. And we will never, ever desert you.
No.
I'll always be here for you, son, no matter what.
Thank you.
No matter what.
I know this is hard on you, so.
It is. I know it is.
You do whatever you have to do to be safe.
Oh, I told him that yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I worry about that. I worry about that. Yes. I just worry about you, and I just want you to be okay.
No, do whatever I have to do to stay safe.
I don't know.
I don't know, because a little bit is so damn loud.
I didn't hear the last thing you said.
God.
Also, I'll do whatever I have to do to stay safe. Trust me, I'll be okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Have you been okay so far?
Yeah, I've been alright.
Okay. Oh.
Isolated,
Chris, I wish I could bottle you up and bring you back here. God, I wish I could bottle you up and bring you back here.
Me too.
Turn back time.
Turn back time, but the unfortunate thing is we can't turn back time.
I know it's
And I wish we could.
one thing can't change the time. So.
No.
No.
But just know, no matter what, we love you. And that will never change.
No, it will never change.
Never change. And we are always here for you.
Yeah, we are. Always.
You have 1 minute left.
Okay, damn it.
Time goes by fast.
Damn it. Okay, Dad, go ahead.
Okay, you good. As I told you, the Bears won the first game. The next game is the Redskins and Cowboys, and after that is the Saints and the Falcons.
That'll be a blowout.
Yeah, the last one probably will be, yeah. And then the quarterback for the Redskins got his leg broke last week again, so he got a backup quarterback in, so that's probably it too.
Oh, Duke got beat last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, by Gonzaga.
Oh,
Duke got beat, yes.
And I don't know anything about sports, so I can't talk anything about sports.
It's okay.
Okay.
We love you
Well,
so much, boy.
you talk to us now for the last remaining. We just want to hear your voice.
That's all.
Alright, well, it's gonna cut off, like, without any warning, but, I just want to say, guys, I love you, and thanks for supporting, thanks for, being there.
We will be there for
you.
made some of those points in my last episode. Weld County. Weld County was discriminating against Chris Watts. Weld County was a hell for him. Not just because county jails are hell compared to prisons anyway, but Weld County in particular has discriminatory COs. COs that have connections in Weld County, who is the county investigating him. He wants to get the hell out of Weld County. And I guarantee you, he's scared to death of those COs. There's paperwork in the discovery that actually shows you that Watts was kept for weeks with no book, staring at the floor or at the end of his bed. They have too many inmates. They have a lot of inmates that don't even have beds. They sleep in boats or cots. County jail sucks. Legal assistants, paralegals, attorneys, and criminal law hear from inmates all the time, wanting to know what they can do to rush the prison bus. They want the hell out of county jail. And once you get somewhere that you're comfortable, you don't want to be moved all the time. And county jail will move you around. They'll move you all the time. Many times they'll move you out of the facility into other facilities. You get your commissary taken every time. It is hell. It sucks. Not only that, but you've got them adding extra little L's onto you because they're being discriminatory about your case. And that was what Watts was dealing with. Now, the big one, where he says he doesn't want to f up anybody's memory. You know what that tells me? It tells me that you can hear time and time again, this is being recorded, this is being recorded, this is being recorded. He knows it's being recorded, and he is right. They are still looking for him to say something to use against him. So he pretends and goes along with the little charade that they all lived the life that was posted on Facebook. They all lived their life where he was the hero to Shanann and Shanann was the hero to all of her friends. She helped everyone, and he's going to keep that up. And you know, in many forms, he is the co-producer of that life. He was there. He was helping her make all these fake videos. We hear in the prison interview, he was really proud of the fake ass video where he learns that Celeste is going to be born. It's totally fake. Notice Ronnie saying that he's calming the girls down a bit. These guys are so uncomfortable with emotions that it seems to be a part of their personality to kind of calm these women in their state of emotions. We hear Ronnie kind of jumping in for Chris and calming the women. We don't hear Chris really saying much to comfort them. A few people notice that Watts is not very forthcoming with many thanks. As I indicated to one person who hated my last episode and claims that it is not altruistic for his family to stick by him, and families stick by murderers all the time, which I pointed out statistically is wrong. Statistically speaking, most murderers are indigent in the prison system. Most inmates are indigent, but that's another story. So yes, Watts is lucky to have a family like this. There are plenty of indigents in prison that have zero help from home. They're old and aging prisoners who have no more family left. They're old and aging prisoners who have had no family for many, many years. So I certainly do wish Watts would say thanks more for the money and funds. I mean, he does give like a overall thanks before he jumps off the phone, you know, like thanks for the support, blah, 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 I love you. But it just fails for me. It fails. It doesn't hit it for me. It's just not slapping of appreciation because it is a lot of money. It is so much money to support an inmate in American jails. It is close to like having a family member in a hostage situation where you're constantly trying to make enough money to talk to them on the phone, to keep their commissary full. In a lot of facilities, phone calls can be like $10 for one 15-minute phone call. That is steep. A pack of ramen noodles, which costs like 10, 11 cents in the grocery store in the mainland, not in Hawaii, because everything here compares in price to like the prison commissary, but I digress. 90 cents for ramen, $1, $1.10, $1.20, and now inflation has made it even worse. After COVID, there have been a lot of families complaining to the justice system about the inflation rates of commissary items and phone calls, etc., etc., for inmates during the pandemic. It's only getting worse. It's not getting any better. That video, Men in Cages, it is pretty insane how little has changed about the problems in the American justice system since 1966. We're literally still dealing with the same problems that they talk about in that film. 1966. Jesus Christ. We hear him crying after his sister tells him they love him either way. One wonders if that is relief from him that he has unconditional love either way, or is he sad that he feels like it'll always be up in the air. You also hear him fill in his family that he is reading the papers. This, I think, is another reason for Watts why he was so quick to sign a plea deal, why he was so quick to turn in the fight. I mean, we obviously know he is not a fighter. He doesn't fight. This is what Chris does. He avoids confrontation. Of course, he's avoiding trial. Of course, he's avoiding all of the Thrive people coming. Of course, he is avoiding his family having to drive back and forth. Of course, he is avoiding all of the tears. Of course, he is avoiding all of the questions. Of course, that's what he does. You guys remember the subject of this case, Chris Watts. And of course, as I mentioned to one of my members who was discussing this with me on my last episode, please are 90% of the way that cases in America are adjudicated. They get plea deals and trials are very rare. Not just that, but something else that kind of irritates me as a legal professional when I hear people say, I wish this case would have went to trial. You know, we get to know everything if it went to trial, but that is definitely not true. Many things would have been kept out of trial. And in fact, mitigating would have been some of the most private hearings that would have happened, which is when his attorney and the DA are battling it out in many long hearings about what is going to actually be allowed in court. And during those hearings, the DA is going to object to the relevance of a lot of the information that Watts' attorneys are going to be bringing to the table, namely those that make the victim look bad. Relevancy issues, issues on issues on issues, and motions on motions on motions that the public wouldn't have heard about. We already have a lot of motions that still to this day are sealed in this case. I actually have a series coming up called Going Through the Motions, and we're going to talk about those a lot more during the Going Through the Motions episodes, also the Kessinger episodes. But for now, the moral is there would have been a lot kept out of trial either way, so don't fool yourselves into thinking we would have learned everything that there was to learn at trial. There's a lot of semantics that go on in the courtroom that happen behind closed doors, and there's a lot to explain. So I'm going to have a few sections on corrections and the criminal procedure involved in many aspects of this case. But he's talking to his parents about reading the paper, and, you know, as I mentioned last episode, really the paper should be saying that his parents believe what they wrote in the original affidavit. That is what their son has told them is the truth, and that is what they're believing. And in fact, in this case, believing what the investigators wrote when they arrested her son and took him to Weld County Jail facility. Another person commented on the last video that Watts' family are full of a narcissist, and I don't think that that's what we're seeing here. Although there are many narcissists in this case, I don't think that Ronnie and Cindy are narcissists in the general sense. One, we don't see them all over social media throwing a fit or all over the news since the beginning of the case when they were attempting to fight for their son to have his due process rights, which he should have had. Shanann fans all over that episode saying things like, Cindy Watts wasn't crying. And, you know, we hear how awkward it is here when she reaches out for emotional comfort from her son. We hear Ronnie interrupt. So I don't think Cindy is any of those things. I think that Chris becomes avoidant of talking about these things. And I think by the time that those collect calls were being recorded, Cindy has somewhat learned that. As you can hear in these earlier calls, she was much more on his ass about fighting for the case. And I think in these calls are when she learns that he's basically not wanting to. And again with the papers, right? So he's seeing everyone talk shit. He's seeing his family being blasted in the papers. He's seeing the way things are twisted and turned in the papers. As he said, he was during the phone call where it was just him and Ronnie. He tells his dad, he was crying when he heard his parents' words during court. But, and honestly, that was right. We saw more emotion from Chris during the sentencing than we've ever seen during the entire case. Yet, most media and news outlets report that he sits cold in the courtroom and doesn't shed a tear, which was a lie. We're going to talk more about the Kessinger parts of these conversations during the Kessinger episodes because there's a lot I want to say about the small mentions of Kessinger during these calls. Her dad had, but you will note that Chris changes the subject every single time she says, will you fight? He says, I'm going to be strong. And also during one of those, we notice he changes the subject and asks about Jamie's kids, his niece and his nephew. And they are super smitten by this question. However, you'll note that he does it sort of as an avoidance technique. And I think that this is a similar thing that he did in his life. We hear the Lindstroms also say that, Chris never really hung out with the adults and that he was mostly taking care of the kids during the parties while Shanann was with the adults. I think here, we may be seeing a pattern that Watts used the kids in order to maybe avoid all of the mucky drama feelings and angst that can come with an introvert dealing with really overtly social situations. I don't think that he was necessarily asking about his niece's gymnastics tournament. Gymnastics, I don't know what the hell that's called. Like a meet? Gymnastics, I don't know. What is that called? Anywho, it made me homesick when she's like, damn ass dogs. Yeah. We hear them constantly saying, just let him talk, which is funny because then they stop talking and she's like, Chris, talk. I also want to tell people who have never had an inmate call them before. It's a very anxious situation. So, you only have these 15 minutes to talk and you're like trying to figure out, what is even important enough to say when you're limited to 15 minutes. And then I also want to make note that what we're hearing from Watts here a lot is that it depends on where he goes. He keeps saying, let him get to where he's going. It depends on where he goes if he wants to fight or not. There are a lot of hints in that statement.
Deputies, I would respectfully ask that you take this defendant into custody and have him serve the rest of his life in the Department of Corrections. We are in recess.